Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, please show your girl some love, thumbs up the video, subscribe and share. Today we are going to prepare a very delicious Cameroonian delicacy known as Kwacoco Bible. It's originated from one of the tribes in Cameroon. So I will say hello to all the bacterias and hello to all the lovers of Kwacoco Bible. First, we have our red cocoyams and our white cocoyams. We are going to be making use of these two cocoyams. We blend them together in order to have a firm, not too strong and not too soft kwacoco at the end. You have to peel it, wash it and grate it. Now some people have problems or issues with how to grate their cocoyams. Me, I have the same issue. That is why you see me putting on my kitchen gloves and I'm doing it the local way with a small grater that is very stressful. But if you don't want to pass through all the stress, you can still make use of your blender. But I will tell you one thing, there is a difference between the blender and the grater. The texture you have with the blender, it will never be the same with that of a grater. So because I want this special kwacoco to come out that special way, I have to pass through the stress. But if you don't want to stress like me, please get a blender. That will be fine for you. And here are the ingredients we are going to be using in order to prepare this our delicious Kwacoco Bible. Here with me, I have Cameroon hot pepper, crayfish, which is optional for those who don't eat crayfish, salt and some seasoning cubes. Here you have the grated cocoyams already set. And we are going to be wrapping up our grated cocoyams in either the banana leaves or the plantain leaves, which have been warmed over the gas to give it that flexible nature. Together, I'm going to wrap it up with my foil paper in order to prevent the kwacoco water from penetrating the Kwacoco Bible. We have palm oil, we have vegetables, and when it comes to vegetable, back home we make use of cocoa leaf, but here in the diaspora, since it's difficult to find cocoa leaf, you can always make use of spinach and other vegetables that are at your disposal. Here is the grated cocoyam. I have in here the crayfish, seasoning cube, salt and the pepper. I'm going to mix everything together. And if you want to do this, you would like to put everything at once and mix together. But it's rather unfortunate for me because I'm making use of a smaller bowl and I don't want to get lost of all the cocoyams that I grated, and you know the stress I had to pass through in order to grate this. So I had to take it gently and batch by batches in order to mix up everything. So firstly, I put in was the crayfish and all the seasoning. I had to put in the vegetable, and now I'll be putting in the palm oil. This palm oil, I had heated it 2 to 3 minutes in order for me to have my cake-like kwacoco nature. When you put it, you have to stir, mix it up, taste it to see if everything tastes good. You may not want to under-taste it, but you want to over-taste it. What do I mean? Let a little bit of salt or little bit of seasoning cube to an excess, because kwacoco is not like sauce where if you taste it and there is not enough salt, you go back there to add salt. Here, once you have wrapped it up, you have wrapped it up. So there's no way like you want to go in there and add some seasoning cube, or add some pepper, or you want to add some salt. Once wrapped, you have wrapped it. So I have put in everything and I'm mixing it up, so I give it that fine look. And as you can see, palm oil wasn't enough. After mixing, I discovered I needed to add more of it. And this is how I lay my plate in order for the wrap to begin. Here, I will first of all make use of the foil paper, and then I will put the banana leaf on it. Yes, you might say you haven't seen the fish. Yeah, the fish is coming. And this is how our delicious grated cocoyam looks before being wrapped. Everything is set and is very tasteful. So this is the fish. I have decided not to put in the fish all at once. Reason being that I want every wrap to have a bit of fish in it. You might want to mix it up at once. That's your choice. But with this, it helps me a lot because I will determine which of the wrap has more fish or not. So with this method, you can easily feed in your fish in every wrap that you make. And it's also good for some people because they might have just small amount of fish and they don't know how to go about it. You might want to do it this way because you apportion just little by little in every wrap, so that every wrap should be able to have at least fish in it. Because I, for one, I like to eat a lot of fish, and I like to eat food where there's fish. So if you give me food without fish, sorry, I won't eat it. So this is how we wrap our kwacoco. Very easy, small, neatly. And while wrapping the kwacoco, I already have my pot with water in it, with a plate to sustain the kwacoco from directly having contact with the water. With that, it will easily prevent your kwacoco from losing most of the taste. The Backwarians commonly say we bake kwacoco, we don't cook kwacoco. So when you dip it in water, when they have that contact, when the kwacoco and the water comes directly in contact, we call it cooking. But when it is suspended, like you put a plate or clean sticks at the bottom of the pot before pouring your water and putting your wraps, then you are baking that kwacoco. Yes, I have to do that. Very essential. So you will not have water leaking out when it's ready and when you are ready to serve people to eat. This is all set up, wrapping it in a nice and attractive way. Some people find it very difficult to wrap up their cocoyams, but this is very easy, especially when you're making use of the foil paper. It really keeps it comfy. So nice. That's it. And this is it in the pot. Like I said, you have to sustain it with something beneath the pot, so the kwacoco and the water doesn't really get in contact. And at the end of it, I will cover it up with a foil paper so the heat can remain within and cook so well and bake so well. Back home, our mothers will make use of plantain leaf, but here I will tell you, to have plantain leaf is not bread and chocolate. So I would rather go with my foil paper to preserve my plantain leaf for my koki. So this is how it is done. Yes, our kwacoco is ready to serve. This is how it looks like. Attractive already, and no water coming out from it because it did not have direct contact with water. It was all suspended. You can see there is nothing leaking like any water, any oil. So clean, so attractive. This is very hot. I'm salivating already. Yes, very clean. No oil, no leakage, no water leaking out. Clean. That is how the result you get if you have to suspend the kwacoco from having direct contact with water. You need the pot. So yes, let's see how this kwacoco looks like. Let me get a knife and cut it off so we can see together what we have prepared. Yes, here we go. Good job. So this is how your kwacoco should look like. It should have the cake-like nature. You should be able to have this if you did your mixture correctly. So delicious, so yummy. Oh my god. So I'll be serving this kwacoco with cow feet sauce. I'm gonna do a video on how I prepared my cow feet sauce. So this is how I will be serving the kwacoco for today. Cow feet sauce. If this is your first time here, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for always watching. Goodbye.